Right, welcome back to Amped with me, Johnny Doom, and I'm here with, well, Midlands thrashers Eradikator. You've got Pat, John, and Andy as well. How you doing, guys?
Yeah, great.
Not bad, mate. Not bad at all. Yourself?
Yeah, very good, very good. A bit hot. But yeah, I was just listening to your brand new CD, which I'll get onto a bit later, but I just want to get a bit of background about the band. I think I first saw you at the Roadhouse or something like that. Up by my house, and you gave me a CD, your first album, and I listened to it, and I was like, this is really good, kind of primal thrash stuff, you know.
Awesome.
I grew up on thrash, as probably you did, you know, to some extent, but I'm a bit older than you. But yeah, I grew up with things like Slayer, obviously, early Metallica as well, things like Sepultura were one of my favourites. But yeah, just a bit of background about the band. When did you start? Where are you all from? You know, tell me.
Right, well, the band sort of pre-existed in some form of incarnation before I joined. But I say from around September 2009, so about 6 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Working on songs, we've done 2 records. We won the Metal to the Masses from at the Roadhouse. We played Bloodstock in 2014. It's really been, as well as playing as many shows around the country as we can. Played in Dublin.
Oh yeah.
February of the year.
How was that?
It was great.
It was great, man.
I've been over to Ireland for a long, long time. Was it a good crowd?
It was, but it's like anything. The later it is, the less people.
Yeah, we were on late that night. I think we were on after midnight or something.
Yeah,
it was late. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It's a beautiful city as well. So.
Are you all Brummies anyway?
Nah, you can tell by the voice, man. I'm not a Brummie. No, I was coming from like round Bristol area, sort of thing.
You're from Bristol?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're brothers, sort of thing.
Okay.
So we both grew up round Bristol.
2 Bristolians. What about yourself?
Oh, Birmingham.
Yeah.
Born and bred, man.
So, started around 2009, and, you know, has it been through many lineup changes?
No. Well,
No, not at all, really, is it?
we did have a bass player that left, but I was a bass player first, like more than a singer, so I stuck on both roles.
Yeah, we had this bass player, man, and he ended up moving back down to Essex, and it was like we were thinking, oh, how are you going to find another bass player? And Pat, we didn't even know Pat played bass at the time.
Well, you've got
that
Slayer setup where the bass player sings,
yeah,
which is like a classic kind of thrash. You know, two guitarists doing all the lead stuff as well. But yeah, main influences, I imagine, listening to the band, there's definitely some Metallica, kind of Exodus.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I grew up on thrash, and thrash, I suppose, was a mixture. Well, it was like new wave of British heavy metal, but mixing with things like hardcore and punk influences, wasn't it? And ramping it up a notch. You know, the gigs got more frenetic, and people were stage diving and all that stuff. And is that why you kind of enjoy thrash, really? Because it's kind of like metal, but just that energy to it.
I like the aggression, but also like I think people forget about some of the melody, especially in the early Metallica, in Testament, a lot of the classical influences to it. I think, to me, that's more sort of my sort of favourite parts of it, but let's get your blood pumping. I think thrash more than... I like Iron Maiden and stuff like that, but it sounds a bit safe compared to thrash to me, if you know what I mean.
I always liked how it was like, I love Maiden, and then I love punk. And for me, it was that kind of, it was like a marriage of the two, because it had like the musical prowess of stuff like Maiden and stuff,
solos,
but then it had just like the attitude of all the punk stuff that I loved as well. So it was like, definite winner.
So yeah, this is your new album. It's entitled Edge of Humanity. I've just been listening to it in the car on the way down. And yeah, just excellent production. You work with a friend of mine called Russ Russell. Who's worked with quite a lot of, well, fairly big bands, Napalm Death, Dimmu Borgir as well. How did you hook up with him? Did you just kind of, you know, was he someone you admired?
We messaged him back a long time ago. We messaged him back when we did the first record.
Right.
And we sent him some demos for that. And he was like quite into it, but he was like, mentioned at the time, he was like, there's a lot of stuff that needs work, sort of thing.
Okay.
And I think then when he quoted us a price, we maybe not. So we found like a cheaper way to do the first one. But then on the second one, we just did the same thing. So, you know, sent him some demos again, and he was like, boys, this is a big step up from last time. We could do something. And then we just put every penny we had into it, basically.
I mean, sometimes it takes that. He is a renowned producer, you know, he's worked with some great people, and sometimes you have to kind of say, you know, we'll all get our money together and just get anything from anywhere just to get that extra special, you know, kind of recording. But it's worked on this recording because, you know, guitars are sounding immense, you know, everything's structured really nicely on the album as well. And as you said, melody, there's lots and lots of melody in there as well, whether it is the solo in it, and songwriting as well. You've spent quite a lot of time honing songs. We're going to listen to a track in a minute anyway, aren't we? Astral Body.
Yeah.
But yeah, people, you'll notice if you get the Eradikator album, the songs on it, you know, it's not just about thrashing, it's quite well crafted. So yeah, what's up next for you anyway? Have you got any more gigs planned or anything?
Yeah, we've pretty much solidly booked up now till, I think, beginning of April.
Okay.
The official release date for in the UK and Europe for Edge of Humanity is the 6th of November.
Yeah.
So yeah, just going out, playing as much, trying to get the record out to as many people as we can. You know, pick up some new fans on the way.
I think it comes out fully in the US on September 11th. Dodgy date, but yeah, I think it comes out fully
lots of
there.
things are coming out on that date, I've noticed. And how do you find it? How do you find it kind of getting out there? I mean, is it easy for you to get out there? I suppose things are growing every time you play, aren't they? The more people you play to, the more people are getting in touch with you for gigs as well. So eradication is spreading.
Yeah, indeed, hopefully, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Good luck with everything you're doing. As I said, Edge of Humanity, September the 11th, and we're going to listen to Astral Body now on the show.
Wicked.